also voice reveal. Okay, now that this is done, today I'm taking back my fastest 10x10 world record. But first, we need some history. So around 1.5 years ago, I was still learning how to do redstone, and was learning like crazy, making doors bigger and bigger every single time. And after doing all the previous sizes, except the 9x9 for obvious reasons, it was time for 10x10. At the time, I wasn't even trying to get the world record. I just wanted to take Ava's layout and wire it myself for learning purposes. But when I opened the description and saw the reset of his layout, I was like, hell nah, I'm not doing that, it's too slow. And I wondered if it can be faster. So I went to my redstone world, and after a bit of experimenting with it, I realized that you can just slap Ava's own 9x9 extension circuits onto his own 10x10 layout, and it just works. Yeah. And after a bit of wiring, it was done. Also, a quick side note, it wasn't intended, but somehow this very bad wiring was actually enough to also beat Avogado in size. And that won't be the last time I beat him in size and speed. At the time, I thought it was unbeatable. No reset, closing as fast as you can reasonably make it, an opening absolutely maxed, so you can't even 1.65 seconds open. Okay, so on the last move you can see all the blocks already retracted, including the slime. And the only thing keeping it from being open right now are the blocks in front of slime, that you can just remove with pistons here, and powering them before you extend the slime, making it one move faster. But the guy who beat me, my friend, Parker2, also showed me that if you put a slime block here, you can skip the first move, making the slime start extending into the hallway instantly, instead of having to move to the wall level first, making the opening 1.5 seconds. For that, you do need to separate the slime, however, but if you wonder, it is possible, I just don't feel like explaining it. So now I have version 2 of the layout. Version 1 was lost to time, but the only difference is that it had blocks here in front of sticky pistons. But it was actually faster without them. Keep in mind, making playback of each new version to make sure that the layout works takes like 5+ hours. I just hope I don't have to change it anymore. Wait! What if I retract slime? One more block onto the wall. Retracting it one more block on the closing will make me not have to move the wall up and down at like 4 seconds to separate the slime, making seamless closing faster but sacrificing some reset time. Alright, so I hope I don't have to spend any more hours redoing the whole sequence. Alright. 2.1 second 12x12? Wait, I tried before, I remember it's one block above the push limit. How does he... Oh... Second slime extender. Yeah, that could make the 10x10 layout better. As not only would it make it faster, because the closing extender is now moved farther back from everything else and can have more folds, but it would also make it easier, because you can just clog the whole thing. Alright, so I guess we have a layout, and now we can actually start wiring it. So I asked Vance if he wanted to help, and he agreed. After that, we did a little sequence optimization and decided some clock stuff. Okay, stop, no. I'm still not happy with the layout. The 2-block ceiling hipster is too bad. I'm not gonna go too in-depth on why I needed it before, or why I can just remove it now. All I'm gonna say is that it was only here up until this point, because I apparently couldn't count to 12. But after 3 hours of changing the layout, it was gone. Okay, I guess I'm working on it alone now. Well, I guess it's time to explain my wiring. While normal people start with wiring the closing and then do the opening, and some weirdos start with wiring the opening and then do the closing, I'm fucking psycho that does everything all at once and then tests it, changes stuff until it works. Now in my defense, this way of wiring does make sense. as I'm wiring not by time but by area, and theoretically this should allow me to better spot opportunities to share on inputs, and should also make the wiring tighter, maybe because like you don't have to. So I started working on the top middle part and then went outwards. There isn't really anything interesting going on right now. That's just me wiring a lot of stuff, and you can't really see the progress because I'm not closing and opening the door. So I wanted to go off topic for a bit. This video took a lot to make, partially because I'm really lazy, but also because, well, this is a long video. And I really hope you'll appreciate it. I also wanted to make some sort of, if this video gets this amount of likes, I'm gonna do this door, but I don't really know what door to make, and if you have any ideas, comment them down below and maybe I'll pick one. The next video, by the way, gonna be 6x6 glass door, and it's gonna be the same format, aka this documentary on how I made it. You can also comment your improvements on what I can do and change, and I'll listen to it. Okay, now the bottom wiring. And while we're at it, try to guess how many pulses the layout needs for this bottom middle section. Here it basically pushes the wall up and down, and also has some feed tapes in the corners, and some miscellaneous stuff. Maybe just 10, 20, or something crazy like 30, it's 46. 46, and I pretty much did nothing. Fuck!
While in this setup, this sticky piston is able to retract the normal piston, because I use a conductor here.
I've gotten so much better wearing this door. Like, usually you don't need big delays, but in this door you have like 3-second reset. Because of this, kinda learned to make delays. Make delay in small amounts of space, yeah. Like this. How much is this? 16 plus 4, almost a second. And this one, more than a second. In the small space.
No, 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 no.
Nice. Nope. Mm-hmm. Yep. Huh? What the fuck is this talk? Yo. The fuck? Actually, it was funny because the fact that I placed the round block here, it was breaking stuff in this corner. Is that it? Despite the reset being really long, it actually went pretty good, because most of the pulses are clogged. But there were a few big issues, for example this one. Basically what happened here is that this clock wasn't supposed to do anything, because all of its outputs are toggled off. All of the outputs, except one. And that one output powers the pistons here on the slime extender. And that can actually break the opening. Fuck. Pretty much the only solution was to change this input and make it pistons with observers instead of a dust. But this meant that I have to redo this entire section here. Another fuck. Okay. Yo. I'm tired as fuck right now. But it finally closes. It resets. The slime's here. Ready for separation. This was so bad. And the opening. Perfect. Yes. Yo. Yeah. Yo. Oh, one funny thing is that the part of the slime retraction I just seen was made in 1 day. Top 5 locked in moments of all time, but the remaining part took me a week.
Holy Jesus! What is that? What the fuck is that?
And finally. Here. It works. Well, to be fair, there's not much to react to. I still had to fix reset, locationality, and other things to perfect the door, but editing lagged an entire so rolled around them, wherein it took me over 100 hours, not including layout, because I don't know how much it took. Next video is actually already done, so probably coming in like a week, or however much I decide, so I guess subscribe and shit to not miss it. And on this note, I'm done. Bye!